G'day everyone, I thought I'd just do a little tour of the Kioti video. If anyone's interested, should be as exciting as getting hemorrhoids, I guess. But here we go, here's a little tour of the Kioti. We'll do the cabin first, eh? The seat is lovely, it's one of them suspension seats. You can adjust the rate and in and out and its height. It's a lovely seat. There's your PTO lever. It's got 540 PTO, economy or just normal 540. So in economy mode, you're running at 1800 RPM for just mowing grass and stuff, and for everything else, the heavy stuff, you just run it at 2500 RPM. Them levers here control your hydraulic pressure for these outputs if you're running, various farm implements off it. This is your draft control, so if you're running plows and that kind of thing, the depth control for that. That's your 3-point hitch, which lifts the hitch up and down at the back. There's your PTO on and off, so it's just a quick release push button to turn it off. That's PTO manual or automatic, so you can, if it lifts too high or whatever it's running, there's something about a safety feature, it shuts itself off. There's cruise control. Yeah, attractive cruise control, cool, hey? Yeah, PTO stuff, or your levers, push button full drive. There's your hand throttle, your accelerator, brakes you can split. You just lift that thing there and you can split the brakes, so you can just make it skid steer like a excavator. So there's the PTO. You can run it at 1800 or 2500 RPMs. Temperature gauge, fuel gauge, pretty basic there. There's your loader control for your bucket, which is on its way, which I desperately need. Yeah, hydraulic outputs for the loader arm looks good there, easy to get at. It's even got a little dipstick, so you can check the diff oil, front diff oil. The hood is excellent, it's so good for maintenance, look at that, isn't that brilliant? So yeah, really easy to get out air filter, easy to get out battery. You've got screens that cover the radiator, the quick release, so they're getting covered in grass and crap, so your radiator doesn't get covered in grass and rubbish and overheat the tractor. So I've got to clean them screens out today, they're getting a fair bit of grass in them. Yeah, air filter, really easy to get at. It's a 2.4 turbo diesel. It's a really nice engine actually. This tractor is really smooth, really nice. Yeah, all the cables are hydraulic stuff. It's all neatly, all the wiring looks really neat on it. It's a nicely designed tractor. Nice low fuel tank. It's 95 litres, and it's got bash plates on it. Yeah, underneath all the wiring and underneath the whole tractor's got bash plates on it, which is good to protect all your hydraulic cables and stuff. Gearbox is 24 speed, so you've got high, medium, low range on this side, and on that side it's even lower range again, and it's a 4-speed here with a clutch as well, so you've got your push button clutch there. So basically the same as a car. There's your clutch, your brakes, your accelerator, or your hand throttle. I just use the hand throttle, I don't use that really. You don't really use foot throttles much on a tractor, I guess. That's your diff lock. You just push that down with your heel to lock the rear diff. This controls the speed of your hitch, the rate that it comes up and down. Your 3-point hitch at the rear. Adjustable steering column, so you just push on that with your foot to adjust the column. That's pretty much it, isn't it? It's just a tractor, I guess. This tractor's only ever going to be used for clearing land. I'm going to make a couple of roads with it when I get the bucket. Basically, it's just going to live its life as a big mower. I'm not going to be doing any farming with it. The Sylvan slasher is made in Australia. Australian owned and made. Really nice slasher, this. It was an expensive bit of kit, that. But yeah, worth the money. It's a bloody brilliant slasher. Basically, it's just a giant mower. If you're not familiar with them. So yeah, that's a tour of the Kioti. Now all up, this tractor was $54,000 with the loader and the bucket. And it comes with a 4-in-1 bucket, so you can open and close the bucket. And that's not bad. That's really good value. So that came with it. That was an extra on a lot of the other tractors I looked at. That cost you extra for the loader arm and the bucket. Kioti came with it. The slasher was that was $5,500, and the canopy was $500. And plus we got an auger coming, a post hole digger, which runs off your loader arm on the front here, and that was $4,000. So all up, it was $64,000. Now, as far as tractors goes, that's really, really, really good value, I think. And for the quality of the machine and how it runs and operates, yeah, I don't think you could probably go wrong with the Kioti, to be honest. No, they're made in South Korea. They've been making tractors a long, long time. And it shows, you know, it's as good as any of the Japanese tractors, I think. And a step up from a Chinese tractor, that's for sure. So yeah, that's a little tour of the Kioti. Really, really, really nice machine. Super impressed with it so far. Plus it's 4-wheel drive as well. So yeah, that's it. Because I just wanted a compact tractor around, you know, the 50 to 60 horsepower with decent size wheels on the front. And none of the really compact tractors I looked at offered that. Most of their wheels are only as big as the rim on the front of this thing. The front wheel's only as big as the rim. But it's got really big front wheels, this thing. And that's what I wanted. That's what really attracted me to this tractor, because I'm in really steep hilly country here, and there's a lot of undulations and dips, and as soon as you put your front wheel into some of them on some of them compact tractors, you know, you're halfway to being rolled over. But this big front wheel on this just soaks up all the undulations and stuff. So that was key, that it had to have at least 60 horsepower and a big front wheel, and none of the other compact tractors really offered that. Not that I could see, really. Oh, Apollos did, the Soto Apollo, but yeah, they're a pretty good tractor, but I just didn't want to risk a Chinese. Nothing wrong with them, I guess, but a lot of people have really good runs with them Apollo Soto tractors, but you know, I've heard a few horror stories as well, so you know, it's like anything mass produced, you're gonna have your good and your bad, aren't you? But that's it. Super impressed with the Kioti, and I will end the video here because most of you have probably already pouring candle wax in your eyes or committed harikari. Anyway, if you think some tractor videos is your thing, we're going to be doing a lot of land clearing and making stuff, and yeah, it's going to be some interesting stuff happening on the property. So if you're interested in watching that kind of thing, you might want to consider subscribing to the channel. If not, well, bugger off then. Alright, see ya.